Hi guys, it's Jason here with another video for you. The first one of 2019. Happy New Year, wherever you are. I'm in Cottage Grove, Oregon. We're gonna break down the Oregon-Michigan State Redbox Bowl. Yesterday played in Santa Clara. This is a defensive battle all the way through. Michigan State got on the board in the third quarter with a field goal. Got another one in the third quarter. It was 6-0 after 3 quarters after no score at halftime. It's 7. Herbert only really had one good drive in the whole game. Herbert finished the game 19 out of 33, 166, 1 touchdowns, a lot of drop offs by the Oregon wide receivers. But Jordan Red was probably his best wide receiver. Jordan Mitchell, 6 catches, 70 yards and 1 touchdown. He did catch the game-winning score from Herbert in the fourth quarter, a 28-yard touchdown pass to make it 7-6. Michigan State lined it up for a long field goal, bad snap. And there was a turnover on downs with about a minute and a half to go. And Oregon got the victory, 7-6. Oregon won an ugly game, and that's a good sign of your Duck fan. I know Michigan State is offensively challenged, but Oregon got the victory. It's a bad win, but it's a win nonetheless. Oregon gets a big victory going into the 2019 season, a season that could be very special for Oregon. I'm not going to sit here and say that, yeah, Oregon's going to be in the playoff and this, because Oregon has a very challenging schedule in 2019. But Oregon got the victory. It wasn't pretty, wasn't getting any style points whatsoever. 7 points in the bowl game for Oregon. It's the lowest point total in a bowl game since the 2006 Las Vegas Bowl, when they scored only 8 points and they got blown out by BYU that day, 38-8. And then Jonathan Stewart was on that team. I want to say the quarterback was Connor Clemens, but I could be wrong. But Vegas in 06 was the last time Oregon was held under 10 points in the bowl game, and that day Oregon lost. Like I said, this really sets up Oregon to go into 2019 off season workouts with momentum. 7 points is the first time Oregon won, scoring less than 10 points since the 92 Civil War game. Oregon won that game 7-0. That was a raining day in the Corvallis at Parker Stadium. The Beaver Stadium, and it's called Reese's Stadium. But at 92, the Civil War, it was called Parker Stadium. It was a big rainstorm here in the Northwest. Quarterback in the Oregon Ducks was Danny O'Neill. And 2 years prior in Corvallis, Oregon won at 6-3. So those was about the last 2 times Oregon won, but scoring less than 10 points. Brian Lewerke from Michigan State, 22 out of 40, 172 and 3 a pick. In the second half, L.J. Scott, 24 carries for 84 yards. As a team, Michigan State had 159 yards on third down. They were 8 out of 22 compared to Oregon's 2 out of 14. That's That's 1 out of 7 times. That's definitely not good. Oregon got held to 37 yards. I want to say that's a season low, but Oregon, like I said, it wasn't pretty by no stretch. This is no really pageant, but Oregon won the game, and that's all I'm really gonna say. It sets up for a good 2019. Oregon has most of the starters, all of the starters on offense. Dylan Mitchell hasn't said that he's gonna return to Oregon for his senior year. Um, I would say he's more leaning to the NFL and whatnot. So Oregon would, I think Oregon might lose the leading wide receiver Dylan Mitchell to the NFL draft, but I could be wrong. On the defensive side for Oregon on the 2019 season, Oregon will have 8 starters back on defense. 8 or 10. I want to say it's 8. 8 starters a lot. A lot of people back on defense. Jim Levitt will be his 3rd year at Oregon, so the same defensive system. And Oregon has a very good recruiting class, probably the best class in school history, and a lot of players in that class can start right away. Calvin Brockmont, I assume he's going to be on the defensive line. Replacing Johnny Jelks on that defensive line. So whoever comes back, everybody's coming back. It could be a very good 2019 season for Oregon. Oregon does finish the year 9-4. A very good season. You look at where this Oregon team was only a couple years, 2 years removed from a 4-8 season that led to Mark Helfrich being fired. And you had really targeted for that 1 year, that won 6 games, went 7-6 on the road target, lost the ball game to Boise State. And this year you have a 9-4 team. Oregon's long way removed from the national title game against Ohio State, but that was only 4 years ago. I believe Oregon's on the right track, being at that stage once again. I think Mike Cristobal's a very good recruiter and a very good coach. You look at just the penalty yards alone. Oregon, with really tired 1 year, was a highly penalized team in the country this year, one of the top 10 and first penalties per game. So Oregon has made changes in that. The offense coordinator, Marcus Arroyo, he has to get better play calling. If there's one flaw in Justin Herbert's game, he needs to learn how to put touch on the ball. He hasn't really developed that. So, but like I said, 2019 should be a very good year for Oregon. But once again, Oregon gets the victory 7-6 against Michigan State, 9-4 on the 2018 campaign. 2019 will open up against Auburn down in Jay's World at AT&T Stadium on a neutral site field. Michigan State will open the 2019 season against Tulsa. They do have Arizona State coming to their place, the 3rd game of the season, before they go into conference play. So once again, Oregon gets the victory 7-6. It wasn't pretty, but Oregon fans, it's a duck win. I know I'm happy when Oregon wins, And I am too. 9-4 season for Oregon, setting up for a very good 2019 season and a very good future with Mario Cristobal as Oregon coach. So once again, my name is Jason. Have a great time. And I'll talk to you in August when we get the preview videos going. Have a great 2019 and enjoy your new year and go Ducks like always.